We're about to explore how that silence reveals a staggering truth about God's wisdom, human judgment, and the radical nature of mercy. A truth most people miss entirely. Section 1. The Trap. To feel the weight of this moment, you have to put yourself there. It's early morning in the temple courts in Jerusalem, which were paved with stone. Jesus, the controversial rabbi from Nazareth, is teaching a crowd. The air is tense. For weeks, he's been challenging the religious establishment, healing on the Sabbath, and speaking of God with an intimacy they considered blasphemy. Suddenly, the lesson is violently interrupted. A group of scribes and Pharisees, the guardians of Jewish law, shove their way through the crowd, dragging a woman with them. They claim she was caught in the very act of adultery and force her into the middle of the circle, putting her shame and fear on public display. Then, they issue their challenge. "Teacher," they say, faking respect, "in the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. So what do you say?" This wasn't a real question about justice. It was a perfectly laid trap. The Pharisees didn't care about the woman. She was just bait. Think about the impossible spot Jesus was in. The occupying Roman authorities had taken away the Jewish court's right to carry out executions. So if Jesus said, "Stone her," he'd be defying Roman law, giving his enemies an excuse to report him. But if he said, "Let her go," he'd be accused of ignoring the law of Moses, the foundation of their faith. This would destroy his credibility with the people. It was a brilliant, cruel dilemma designed to corner him. Condemn the woman and undermine his message of mercy. Save her and undermine his claim to be the Messiah. The crowd just waits, breathless, to see how he'll get out of this one. Section 2. The Mysterious Act. But Jesus doesn't answer. He doesn't get into a legal debate. He doesn't look at the accusers, filled with their own righteous anger. He doesn't even look at the terrified woman. Instead, in a stunning anticlimax, he just bends down and starts writing in the dust that had settled on the stone pavement. The silence must have been deafening. What was he doing?